Hello and welcome to Cooking Lessons for Dad. My name is Karen Breyer and this is my dad Don. And today we are going to make a really delicious Italian pasta soup with rosemary. This is a really hearty, filling, healthy soup that you're going to love. So the ingredients in this recipe are some cooked corkscrew pasta, olive oil, chopped onion, chopped celery, chopped zucchini, canned cannellini beans, which are rinsed and drained, and that's the same as white kidney beans, 6 cups of water, and then we have instant chicken broth and seasoning, dried rosemary, and you could also use fresh, salt, and fresh ground pepper. So the first thing that I did is I already made the pasta. You just make that ahead of time. Don't add salt because you'll have salt in the recipe. If you accidentally do put salt in it, just decrease the salt when you make it. So if you aren't sure how to make the pasta, you could check out my how to make spaghetti recipe, and it's very similar, but you need to follow the instructions on the box because all the pastas have different instructions. So this is corkscrew pasta, which is a type of pasta, the spiral kind, and this is called rotini. So you could use any of the corkscrew pastas for this recipe. They're kind of a really fun pasta. So next what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the stove and we're going to heat our olive oil, and we're going to heat up some of the vegetables and finish making the soup at the stove. So we'll go to the stove next. So the first thing we're going to do is turn the stove on to medium heat. We're going to add 1 to 2 teaspoons of olive oil. We'll just add 1 heaping. So we're going to wait till the oil is hot first. Okay, so it feels hot. We're going to go ahead and add 1.5 cups of chopped onion, and you can add white onion or red onion. Next we have 1 cup of chopped celery. Then we have 1.5 to 2 cups of chopped zucchini, and I have 2 cups. So go ahead and stir it around. So we're going to continue to stir this occasionally until the vegetables are soft. Okay, so the vegetables are pretty soft. So next we're going to add our cannellini beans. We have 2 15-ounce cans that I rinsed and drained. We're going to go ahead and add 6 cups of water. I've got 4 cups and 2 cups. Next I have 2 tablespoons of dried instant chicken broth seasoning. You probably want to keep them pretty level so you don't get too much. And you could add more at the end if you would like. You could also, instead of the water and chicken broth seasoning, you could add 6 cups of liquid chicken broth instead. This is a really nice chicken broth. It doesn't have any preservatives or additives or MSG. Okay, so after the dried chicken seasoning, we're going to go ahead and add 2 teaspoons dried rosemary.
How many?
2 teaspoons level. You don't want to add too much because it's kind of strong. Or you could put 2 tablespoons of fresh rosemary and just kind of chop it up a bit. Okay, we'll just stir that in. So we're going to go ahead and increase the heat to bring it to a simmer. So we'll be back after we simmer this for about 10 minutes. Okay, so our soup mixture has been simmering about 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat off, and I'm going to scoop out with a slotted spoon, take out the vegetables and the beans and put them in a blender or a food processor, and I have a blender. We're going to puree them and put them back. Okay, so I'm going to take the vegetable mixture over to the blender and we're going to blend it until it's pureed. I'm going to go ahead and blend our vegetable mixture on low, and then I'm going to increase it to high, and I'm just going to make it so it's smooth like a puree. Okay, so that was just about 30 seconds, and now I'm going to go pour this pureed mixture back into our soup. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pour the pureed mixture back into the soup. Okay, I'm going to stir that in. Next, we're going to pour in our cooked pasta. We had 12 ounces of dry pasta that we cooked. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and turn the heat back to medium. We're going to cook it for about 5 minutes until the mixture and the pasta is hot. So we'll stir it occasionally. Okay, so our soup's been cooking a few more minutes and it's hot. So we need to add some salt and pepper. We're going to go ahead and add 1 teaspoon of salt, but if you had some to the pasta water, you might want to add a little less. And try it first. I'll put a little less. You can add more to your individual servings if you like. Next, we're going to add about 1/2 teaspoon of ground pepper. You can just kind of eyeball that. Stir that in. Okay, so let's go try our Italian pasta soup with rosemary. Okay, so we're ready to try our Italian pasta soup with rosemary. It smells so delicious.
It does.
So, are you ready to try some?
Yep.
All right. Check this out, this big pasta noodles. It's gonna be delicious. We can add more salt and pepper if we like. You can serve this with salad, bread, toast. We have some sourdough toast, and actually, you know what would be really good on this is you should check out my bruschetta recipe. You put that on the toast and have soup and you'll have a perfect meal. So, if you want to add a little more salt or pepper, you could. Okay, so you ready to try this?
Okay.
Yum. This was really easy, really healthy. This is a super filling meal. So try it this week. Let me know how it turns out. You can try this now. And it's nice and creamy too. And you could add a little more salt and pepper if you want, but mine is just right. You could try some bread with ours too.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Perfect combination, huh?
This is sourdough bread and I really like it.
Yeah, whole grain, super healthy. Have a great day.